What's going on? My name is Michael Petty, and usually I have my video in the corner where you can see me. But today I'm doing a picture. So the purpose of this video is I've seen people, and people have told me I am afraid of doing video. Where a lot of times you don't have to even be on the video. As you can see, it's just my picture in the corner, and I'm just speaking, right? And actually, right now, this works better for me because I'm actually in the bed, kind of lying down because my back is hurt. I don't know if I pulled a muscle or something, but it hurts when I sit too long or stand up too long. So I'm laying down in the bed. Should be on the floor. Did that earlier, but tired of the floor, so I want something soft to sit on, right? But people are afraid of getting on YouTube and promoting their opportunity. I promote Exodus, and I prefer to do video where people can see my face, hear me. And in this video, you can still pretty much see my face. That is an AI picture there, but you can see my face, and you can, of course, you can hear my voice. And the misconception of people is you have to be on the camera when you're doing your video, and you don't. So here's the idea. One of my wife coaches never is on camera. Okay, I'm not gonna say she's never on camera, but when she does her live, she has the camera pointing at what she's working on, and she's just talking in the background. She don't show her face all the time, and she's building a business. So you don't have to necessarily be on the camera. You just have to have a visual of who you are, so people can connect with who the person is, who you are, because people join people. So if I'm looking at what's on the screen right now, one time admin fee, choose your product level. See, in Exodus Elite, we make anywhere between $100 to $2,000. So for a person to say, let me get in and let me join at the $2,000 level, they're going to want to know who they're connecting to. A voice in the background where either no picture at all, or a picture, or a video. At least they hear your voice. And even if you do a short video just giving a quote, but they hear your voice and they connect that quote to you. Now when they hear you on video, they can say, okay, I know who that is. That's Michael Petty. He sounds like Michael Petty. So here's an idea of why your voice is important. Just imagine if someone else is watching the video and they sound like you, and that person heard you so much to the point where that other person, because they sound like you, that you are embedded in their heads, and they connect that other person information to you because they recognize as your voice. That's a form of branding, right? With that idea of someone coming at the G2000, you're not going to hand over $2,000 to a stranger. It's going to be somebody you trust, you build a relationship with, somebody that you know. Now, the idea of it is you don't necessarily have to talk to that particular person in order to build a relationship. Just hearing them talk, hearing what they're about, hearing if they're a family man, if they're a homebody, if they like rainy days. I had a person partner with me because we come from the same state. I had a person partner with me because they seen that I am stable. I'm not jumping from company to company, and they like that. I had another person that joined me in another system that I was promoting, and they said, in the future, I am going to join you in Exodus Elite. And honestly, they haven't joined yet, but hey, it's all good. But it's about you getting your face, getting your voice, or one of those things out to people every single day. And the first thing you got to do is make a decision. When you get started in Exodus Elite, you got to ask yourself, what do I want to make? And what I like about Exodus is that it fits the budget of a lot of people. Some people just want to make $200 per sale. Well, we got the G250. Pay $99, pay the $250. Now you're in position to earn $250 every time. Now, let's say you want to upgrade to the G500, right? You're not going to pay the complete 199. You're going to pay 100, and then from the 250 to the 500, you're going to pay a 250. You're only going to pay the difference from level to level. But what I like to say is, if you make the decision to go with Exodus, come in at the highest level possible. This is the reason why. I'm at the G2000 level. If I bring in someone and they say, I'm coming at the G500, okay? They're going to if they make a $2,000 sale, they're going to get their $500, but it's a 100% commission based opportunity. So they're going to get their 500, but the $1,500 has to go somewhere. So it's going to roll up to me. If you're cool with that, I'm cool with that, obviously. But if that's the route you want to go, you want to stay at the 500, 250, go for that. If you think it's easier to make those type of sales, go for that. But one thing I can absolutely tell you is that the same thing you're going to have to do to make a $250 sale is the exact same thing I'm going to do to make a $2,000 sale. Just want you to understand that. And it's all about getting out to the people. Like right now, I'm thinking out loud, right? I'm not looking at the computer screen. I'm looking at the ceiling. I'm coming off the top of the head, and some of the breaks I'm thinking, a little bit of the stuttering I can take out, edit it out, because I want the video to flow easier. I want the video to flow. And as you can see in this video here, it's flowing pretty good. Because believe me, I'm not flawless at speaking. Sometimes I get, my thoughts get ahead of my words and I start stuttering. I get tongue tied. I have to dial it back and think, okay, where am I at? What I want to say. And I do those things, and I go back and I edit those breaks, those stutters. Sometimes I sniff, sometimes I cough. A lot of people leave those in, but I prefer to take those out because people really care about the message. Now, do they care about your coughing? No. If your message is strong, if people are connecting with you as a person, doesn't matter. All that doesn't matter. Doesn't matter what you look like. Doesn't matter what you sound like. Is the information you're giving helping that person? Is the information you're giving allowing that person to see how you think, learn your concepts? And that's a form of connecting with people. When they see how you think, that's a form of connection, because they can say, oh, I can do that. I can see myself doing that. And once you get a person saying, I can do that, I can see myself doing that, that's a lot simpler. I can make that happen. I want to get positioned at the G2000. At that point, it's about them making their decision to get started, because now they can see by your actions, by what you're doing, how simple it can be to make those $1,000 commission. Now, they say easy, how simple it is. Person seeing this video, they saying, I can talk on camera. I don't want to show my video. I don't want to show my face. I can just show a picture. I can talk through it, attract that person to want $500 or $1,000, and I make a $500 or $1,000 instant commission by keeping it simple. So that's the message I want to share today. If you're interested in getting started, the link is down in the description. Pick your package. The system comes with lead capture pages, come with the built-in autoresponder, has a sales page. This is it, that does the presentation for you. At the very top, here's the presentation. This is actually the sales page. You go over everything you want. Okay, all this information is there for you. A person can check it out. But it's all about you making a decision of where you wanting to get started. But first is the decision. This is what I want. Understand, you're going to have to get your message out every day. How consistent are you going to be? How motivated are you going to be? Or you know what? Let's remove that word motivated. How disciplined are you going to be to get your information out there every day? Now, one thing that I like about YouTube and why I choose YouTube, once it's posted, it's up there. People can find you a year later and still see your video. That's why I like to stick to one opportunity, because 4 years from now, I'm still going to be inside of Exitus. Someone going to see this video 4 years from now, check me out today and say, he's still promoting the same thing. Absolutely. I am here. I am home. There's nothing else I'm going to promote. I am all in, and my focus is Exitus Elite. 100% commissions. And also, there's a residual component to it that you can learn about later once you connect with me. My phone number is down in the description. My email. Send me a text. Mike, I want to speak with you. If you want to get on the phone and chat with me, we can do that. I have no problem with that. Send me a text, send me an email, or just simply get on the link, enter your details. You're going to see the lead capture page. You're going to get the emails that Exitus Elite is going to send on my behalf, and you're going to see that. At least watch how the system works. At least see everything by entering your name and email on lead capture page. You can see the system. You can understand how everything is working. See it firsthand, then make the decision of how much money you want to make. So I appreciate you taking the time to watch this video. My name is Michael Petty, and I hope to connect with you soon.